Welcome, parents, to our FND webinar. My name is Josefina Gonzalez, and I am a parent training coordinator of POPIN, which means Parent Offering Parent Information Networking. So I'm here with pleasure to share information with all parents who have children with disability from 0 to 26 years old. And thank you for joining us today. This space allows you to learn, share, and strengthen that journey you walk with your children. And we are so glad you are here, and we encourage you to keep connecting for each session. And every topic is designed to offer helpful and meaningful information. So I just want to share you that I am a mom with a kid with disability. Now she is 14 years old, and her diagnostic is Luchen syndrome. So we have been experiment the whole this kind of presentation and some of them. So we're preparing for the future. Welcome again. So we're going to start. We're going to talk about our organization FND. We are nonprofit 504c3 organization, meaning don't work for local, state, or federal agencies or schools. It's founded in part by the U.S. Department of Education and the U.S. Department of Health. Any services for free because of grants. And we are the statewide Parents Training Information Center, or the PTI, and the statewide Family to Family Health Information Center. And this is family driven. It's founded in 1985 by parents of children with disability who came together for mutual support and sharing of information. And Family Network on Disability is national network for individuals of all ages who may be at risk, have disabilities, or have special needs in their families. Also serve professionals and concerned citizens. FND is unique due to the majority of our board member, management staff, and all field staff family members of persons with disability. I would like you to remind something very important is that we are not attorneys, we are not doctors or mental health professionals. And following information is not legal or services medical advice. But the good news is that we do share information, resources, and supports for you and your family. Information is reached based to create our training. Encourage collaboration with schools and agencies. Remember that this space is for you. If you have any questions, please, you can ask a question right now. You can write down in the chat. Or at the end, I'm going to share to you our information so we can call you back answering more questions. So let's talk about that. What is an assistive technology service? Well, under IDEA, the Individual with Disability Education Act, Section 300.6, assistive technology services is defined as any service that directly assists a child with disability in the selection, acquisition, or use of an assistive technology device. So the evaluation of the needs of a child with disability, including a functional evaluation of the child in the child's customary environment. So purchasing, leasing, or otherwise providing for the acquisition of assistive technology device with children by children with disability. Selecting, designing, fitting, customizing, adapting, applying, maintaining, repairing, or replacing assistive technology device. Coordinating and using other therapies, intervention, or services with assistive technology device, such as those associated with existing education and rehabilitation plans and programs. Training or technical assistance for a child with disability, or if appropriate, the child's family. And training or technical assistance for professionals, including individuals providing education or rehabilitation services, employers, or other individuals who provide services to employ or are otherwise substantially involved in the major life function of the child. So on this moment, I would like to share that my daughter used a lot of assistive technology at the classroom, special with a specific or design computer for her or the program. So because the vision is a little bit weak, so they get the letters bigger, so it's easier for her to read. Actually, she's more visual because she's hard of hearing, so that computer helped her a lot. So what is assistive technology device? Assistive technology device as defined in IDA section 300.5 means any item, piece or equipment or product system acquired commercially of the self-modified or customized used to increase, maintain, or improve the functional capability of a child with disability. So it can be cognitive aids, including computer or electrical assistive device to help people with memory, attention, or other challenges in their thinking skills. Computer software and hardware, such as voice recognition programs, screen readers, and screen enlargement application to help people with mobility and sensory impairment use computers and mobile devices. And talk about the logic or utilizing devices that can be bought from the shelf or can be modified or customized. So it could be calculator, adaptive switches, and utensils to allow those with limited motor skills to eat, play games, and accomplish other activities. So there is devices and features of device to help perform tasks such as cooking, dressing, and grooming. Specialized handles and grips, devices that extend reach, and light the telephone number and doorbells are a few examples. So how can any of these devices increase maintaining or improve the functional capability of a child with disability? So a calculator can allow a child to complete his math homework as he keeps advancing along with his peers while learning the process behind the operation. So an adapted utensils can provide the students with disability independence and provide welcoming opportunity instead of limiting his capabilities or creating dependence to an aid. Inappropriate education may compromise education in regular classes with the use of related aids and services or special education in related services in separated classroom for all or portion of the school day. So assistive technology is under other FAPE requirements section 300.105 of the IDA, and it states that each public agency must ensure that assistive technology device or assistive technology devices or both made available to a child with a disability if required as a part of that child's special education, related services, under or supplementary aids and services. So when we have the IDP, if we notice that our kid needs help with any assistive technology, is the moment to talk about it. So special education may include a specially designed instruction in classroom, at home, or in private public institution, and may be accompanied by related services such as speech therapy, occupational and physical therapy, psychological counseling, and medical diagnostic services necessary to the child's education. And appropriate education will include education services designed to meet the individual education needs of a student with disability as adequately as the needs of non-disabled students are met. The education of each student with a disability with non-disabled student to the maximum extent appropriate to the needs of the student with disability. Evaluation and placement procedures established to guard against misclassification or inappropriate placement of students, and a periodic reevaluation of students who have been providing special educational related services. Let's see on this chart. So computers with a Chrome operating system made up 69% of all PC sales to K to 12 and higher education institutions in the US in the second quarter of 2020. The market share of Windows PCs and Macs sold to US schools declined in the same period. For schools, Chrome's advantage is the free management and how easy it is to get up and running on something like Google Classroom and being managed by whatever IT director is in charge for those devices. And I think Chrome is very easy to work with because you can find in an easy way, even our kids can find an easy way the information or the app the school is using or working on that. So we have this kind of application is Read and Write, and I love it. So Read and Write offers a range of powerful support tools to help you gain confidence with reading, writing, studying, or research, including text to speech to hear words, passages, or whole documents read aloud with easy to follow dual color and highlighting. Text and picture dictionaries to see the meaning of word explained. With speech to text, dictate words to assist with writing, proofreading, and studying. Word prediction offers suggestions for the current or next word as you type. Collect highlights from text in documents or the web for summarizing and research. Another application is Read Aloud, which is, I love it too. I use it aloud. I use it very often. And Read Aloud can help a student with intellectual disabilities and students with learning disabilities such as dyslexia. And Read Aloud allows you to select from a variety of text-to-speech voices, including those provided natively by the browser, as well as by text-to-speech cloud services provided such as Google, WebNet, Amazon Polly, IBM Watson, and Microsoft, and some of the cloud-based voices may require additional in-app purchase to enable. But the main thing is like in certain time is for free, so you can use it and it's very practical. Voicing voice typing. So this is a great tool for students who may struggle with writing. However, isn't an extension we all may benefit from. So that's another important component of assistive technology. When it follows universal design is organic, accessible, and benefit everyone. It doesn't segregate the students or the opposite. It gives the student organic opportunities to feed and use the same or very similar technologies that their peers are using to make things easier. Open Dyslexic. So dyslexia is a specific learning disability that is neurobiological in origin. It is characterized by difficulties with accurate and or fluid word recognition and by poor spelling and decoding abilities. These difficulties typically result from a deficit in the chronological component of language that is often unexpected in relation to other cognitive abilities and the provision of effective classroom instruction. So secondary consequences may include problems in reading comprehension and reduced reading experience that can impede growth and vocabulary and background knowledge. And it can be hard to understand the context of the reading, so it's really hard. So in this case, your brain can sometimes do funny things to letters, and Open Dyslexia tries to help prevent some of these things from happening. Letters have heavy weighted buttons to add a kind of gravity to each letter. You're able to quickly figure out which part of the letter is done because of this feature. And this is a good aid in recognizing the correct letter and sometimes help to keep your brain from rotating them around. I don't use this, but I have a good friend. She has been using this app and she's very like pleased and very happy to use it because it's easier way to understand and to read any text. And look at this application is Visor. So present this as well as being a great general purpose screen dimmer. Visor overlays and point of focus feature may be assisted to user with visual perceptual difficulties such as dyslexia, stochastic sensitivity syndrome, and visual stress. In addition to the traditional overlay method, Visor always employs a point of focus feature designed to further reduce visual confusion and the tendency to skip lines. High contrast. This is a specific extension for a student with visual impairment. When you install this extension, all pages are inverted, so black becomes white and white becomes black. So you can press the browser action icon in the toolbar to toggle it on or off. So it customizes your setting on a per site basis. Use a convenient keyboard shortcut to quickly change your setting while you browse. So actually, I use this application very often on my phone because at night my vision is exhausted, so it's easier when I use it on the phone. So we have Google Dictionary. So raise your hand, all of those who haven't used this app, Google Dictionary. I think we use it almost like 90%, 95%, or sometimes 100%. So foreign words are automatically translated to your language of choice, supporting dictionaries. So you can view the complete definition of any word or phrase using the toolbar dictionary. A a history of words you have looked up so you can practice them later. It can translate or give you the definition about in Arabic language, Brazilian Portuguese, Chinese and traditional, and Dutch, English UK, English US, French, German, Hindi, the Italian, Korean, Russian, Slovak, Spanish, Turkish, and now they have many more languages. What about auto highlights? So when I read a book and when I have a paper book, I always highlight like a something mean to me or something too important or something that I would like to remember. So this application helps students who face processing difficulties or hyperactivity and attention deficit. More extensions and applications that can help students and their families with organization. I will share some key Google extension and apps, and there's so many more online. If you type assistive technology, you will find a huge list. And we can compile an extensive list that in published to the web. I'll type the short link in the chat. So you can click in that chat. So you can click it on, you will open the list of the new apps and the one we use it more often. And so there's a huge list. You can discover that. So Google Drive. Well, Google Drive starts you with 15 GB of free Google Online storage. And so you can keep photos, stories, designs, drawings, recording videos, and documents and like important documents. So anything. So your files in Drive can be reached from any smartphone, tablet, or computer. So wherever you go, your files follow. Documents, sheets, search, calendar, and Drive are are free to use and accessibility anywhere. They are synchronized to the cloud via your email account and don't take up your own storage. Sometimes it's like a too much, and sometimes we don't know how to use it. And it's good to know, and it's like a very important to ask questions if someone is very familiar with this Google Drive or the Google application. You can ask for help because it's like a very practical use it because Google Drive goes with you everywhere. Google Calendar. I use it a lot. I love this Google Calendar because this is a time management and scheduling calendar services development by Google. And sometimes I have reminded like one day before of the event, 15 minutes before the event, and it became available in beta release on April 13, 2006, and in general release in July 2009 on the web and the mobile apps for the Android and iOS platform. Google Calendars allows users to create and edit events. Google Voice to Text, especially when you are driving, or so your vision is like a weak vision. So Voice to Text is a type of speech recognition program that converts spoken to written language. Voice to Text was originally developed as an assistive technology for the hearing impaired. Its applications were limited primarily because older voice to text programs had to be trained to recognize a specific person's speech before attaining an acceptable level of accuracy. Newer programs can decipher the average person's speech without training, opening up possibilities to new applications on the technology, including interactive cell phone functions such as voice-to-text message delivery and voice-to-text search, as well as conversation of audio content as a podcast. Google Keep. So Google Keep is a note-taking service included as a part of the free web-based Google Docs editors suite offered by Google. The service also includes Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slide, Google Drawing, Google Forms, and Google Sites. So practical. Home routines. Having a hard time remembering your weekly routines, then this app is for you. It allows you to set up a schedule and sends you reminder of things that need to be done each week. And this is available in iPhone and Android. Stay focused. Stay focused is a productivity extension for Google Chrome that helps you to stay focused on work by restricting the amount of time you can spend on time wasting websites. Once your allotted time has been used up, the site you have blocked will be inaccessible for the rest of the day. So you can organize your time because if you start working at 9 and finish until lunch, for example, 9 to 12, so you block that app so it's easier to focus on work and you don't get distracted. So more info, stay focused increases your productivity by limiting the amount of time you can spend on time wasting websites. Google Flashcard app. So the benefits of using flashcard, an assistive tool for helping children memorize, study, and even the facility learning opportunities through the recording feature when reading in the Strabo. So it can create multi-choices flashcard, organize your flashcard with folders and stacks, study either flashcard stack and hold folders containing other folders, format the text of your flashcard, share your flashcard with classmates, speech output, detailed evaluation where you discuss or learning progress, share your flashcard via drag and drop, and challenge yourself with a countdown. So you can create until 50 flashcards with a free version of the app. Other than that, there are no limitations. On this slide, I present our family. This is the program's House and their Family Network on Disability. Each program provides a unique services to a specific population. PTI stands for Parent Training Information Center. We are founded in part by the U.S. Department of Education. So Office of a Special Education Program and POPIN serves North Florida, Parent Offering Parent Information and Network. PSN serves Central and Southwest Florida. PEN serves Central and Southeast Florida. Family Star program founded by the U.S. Department of Health under Health Resources and Service Administration. Inside FND, we also have FND Special Needs Trust, and we have the advocates. On this slide, I shared to you our contact information. Our phone number is 1-800-825-5736, and our email address is fnd@fndusa.org. Your feedback is important to us in order to provide you with resources and information to support students with disability. If you learned from this workshop or liked our presentation, please remember to leave a review or Google for us. We would love to reach more families. So thank you for connecting with us. I invite you to visit the website and explore. So see you next time. Bye.